My matrix number is B132410045. So today I'm going to present lab 5 for my presentation. So let's get to it. So as you can see, this is the first question of the lab 5. Complete the program 1 in line double X and double Y. Alright, so now I'm going to copy this program and going to paste it. As you can see, I already paste. So let me explain the coding. So in this coding we are using the header files. So we have three. So iOS stream is allow input and output operation using cin and cout. Okay, next is include string. It's required to use C++ string data type. And we have include C string. It means need to use C string functions such as stlen. Alright, so we are using namespace std. So this allows us to use cout and cin and string directly without writing std every time in the coding. Alright, so we have the in main, that is the main function of the program. So we have variable declaration in this coding. So we have string name1, a C++ string variable that can easily store text any length. For next is a const int size equals to 31. It's defined the maximum size of the character array. Alright. Next is a char name2 size. A C style string that can be stored up to 30 character plus the null character. So next we are going to present about the first input using C++ string. Alright, so this is our first C++ string input. Alright, so as you can see, we have cout, enter your full name. So prompt the user to enter their full name. Alright, next we have getLine. So the getLine means is used to the space are included in the input. So we have display name and size. Okay, so for the name, cout your full name is, and cout in your name requires name1.length. So name1.length means returns the number of character in the string. So for the bytes, each character use 1 byte, so the length equals to memory use. Alright, so next I'm going to present about the second input using C string. So this is our first input. We are using C++ string, but in our second input we are using C string only. So we have cout, again enter your full name. So prompt the user to enter their name again. So c.getLine, their difference is used to safely read a line with spaces. Right, so we have display name and the sizes. So we have stlen name2. Stlen name2 is calculate the number of character excluding the null character. Next is 0. Next, return 0. So it means the program is end. So now I'm going to run the program. Right, as you can see, it shows enter your full name. So I'm going to key in my name. Boom. Your full name is ISWARAN A VIKNESWARAN. In your name requires 24 bytes. So for the second input using C string, it asks to enter your name again. So I'm going to key in again. Oh, your full name is ISWARAN A VIKNESWARAN. In your name requires 25 bytes too. So yeah, so this is for the question 1. Alright, now let's go for question 2. So for the question 2, it means the string functions. Complete a C++ program in program 2, which is to test two C string for equality using strings functions. Alright, so I'm going to copy this program and I'm going to paste it. Alright, so I already paste. So let me use this program. Alright, as usual, in every coding, you must have header files. In this coding, we have two, IOS stream and C stream. So IOS stream is used for input and output operations such as C in and C out. For C string, require to use C string functions like strings. Alright, so as usual, we are using namespace std, a standard C++ function without writing std repeatedly in the coding. So in main is the main function. Alright, so next is our variable declarations. So as you can see, const in size 41, char first string size, second string size. Okay, for the size defines the maximum length of the passwords. For the first string means store the original password. Second string means store the confirmation passwords. So let's go for right. So this is the taking password input. So we have C out, enter your password. So the user need to enter their password. C.get line, allow the input to include spaces if needed. Alright. So same goes over here. C out, confirm your password. C.get line, second string size. It means prompt need to re-enter the password for confirmations. Alright. So next in line 16 we are using if string first string second strings equals 0. Alright, strings compared to C strings. If return 0 if both strings are exactly the same. If they match, the condition becomes true. Alright, so C out done. It displays when the password is matched. Alright, and then we have else. C out, password does not match. It will display when the passwords are different. And then we have for the program terminations, end of the program, return 0. So right now I'm going to run the program. Alright, shows enter your password. For now I'm going to key in error password. So I'm going to type 12345 and I'm going to type here 12435. Right, it shows password does not match because first I enter is the password is 12345. For the second confirm your password, I enter 12435. So the password does not match. So I will run again. For example, right now I'm going to key in 12345 and then confirm your password. I'm going to key in 12345 also. It shows done. So yeah, so this is the output for lab 5 question 2. Okay, right now I'm going to present about question 3, inputting and outputting array contents. So copy paste the program 3 that I already did. Alright, let's see for the second question. Run the program and use the following data. Okay, for the output we are going to key in this data over here. Alright, so let's go to coding 3. Directive. Alright, as you can see, this is the LAB5 question 3 coding. So as you can see, there is a header file, only shows one, include iOS streams. This allow the program to use input and output operations such as C in and C out, and using the namespace std, remove the need to write std before standard functions. As usual, we have in main, that is the main function for the programming, and we have a constant declaration, because while we have key in const in number employees equals to 6. Alright, it define number of employees. So as you can see in the PDF, we have 6 employees over here. So already key in over 6. So in our, so this is our array declaration. So it create integer arrays names our, or create or stores the number of hour works by each employees, right? And then we have in count. This is a loop counter used to control the loops that process in the array. All right, look at the input, storing employee hours. So as you can see, the loop runs 6 times, once for each employee, and C+1 is used to employee numbering starts from 1 instead of 0, and then each input value is stored in the hour array. Alright, so next we are looking at our display store hours. Print a message before displaying the data. The loop goes through the array and display each employee hours, right? And then as usual, we end the program. We are going to write C out n and return 0. It means end of the program. So now I'm going to run the program. Alright, so I'm going to enter work by employee 1. So employee 1 was 20, and then 14, and then we have 40, 40, 45, and 45, 30, 30, and 30, 30. Alright, the hours shows you enter 20, 14, 40, 45, 30, 30. So yeah, this is the output for the LAB5 question 3. Okay, so now we are going to explain about the LAB5 question 4. So program 4, do a modification in the program 3 to display each employee gross pay who all make the same hourly wage. The hourly rate for all employees is RM12.85. Here is the output example. Alright, so let's go for the program. Alright, so this is the program of number 4. As you can see, there is a header file. In this time we are using include IO stream. It's used for input and output operations, C in and C out. And then we have include IO main IP. It used to format the output, especially for setting decimal positions. As usual, we have the namespace, allow the program to use standard C++ features without writing std in the programming. As usual, we have in main, that is the main function for all programming. Alright, so let's look at our. Alright, so now I'm going to present about the constant and variable declaration. So we have num of employee, store the total number of employees. So we have 6 as usual for the lab 3, question number 3. Double hours. So hours and array that store the number of hour worked by each employee. For next is a hourly rate. So hourly rate is store the pay rate by per hour is 12 ringgit 85 cents. For next is the gross pay. Used to store the calculate salary for each employee. Alright. So let's look our input. So right, so this is our input starts till the end. Alright. A loop runs 6 times for each employee. The user enter the working hour for every employee. I plus 1 is used so employee numbers start from 1 instead of 0. Alright. And then we have display our rate. Right, display the fixed hourly pay rate used in the calculation. And then we have calculating and displaying gross pay. Alright, so gross pay equals to hours work times hours rate. Okay, and then we have so we can see we have fixed set precisions, ensure the salary is displayed with 2 decimal place. The result is printed for each employee in Malaysia ringgit. Alright, so the program ends return 0. So right now I'm going to key in, going to run. Alright, so as usual we are going to key in the same data over here, 2014 40 45 5, and then we have 30 30. Alright, 30 and 30. Alright, so the output shows the enter the hourly pay rate for all employees is 12 ringgit 85 cents. Here is the gross pay for each employees. So employee 1 will get 257 ringgit, employee 2 will get 179 ringgit 90 cents, employee 3 gets 514 ringgit, employee 4 578 ringgit 25 cents, employee 5 385 ringgit 50 cents. Same goes to employee 6. So yeah, this is the output for lab 5 question 4. Alright, now I'm going to present about lab 5 question 5. Alright, so for the question 5, 2D dimensional error demo. So run program 5 and show your result. Use the following data. Alright, so I'm going to copy this program, and I'm going to paste over here. Alright, so here is the lab 5 question 5. Alright, as you can see, this is the program for lab 5 question 5. Alright, as usual there is a header files. So this time we have two, iOS stream and IO main IP. iOS stream for input and output operation like C in and C out. IO main IP for formatting output, controlling decimal places. As usual, using namespace std, allow to use C out and C in extra with the std. As usual, we have in main, that is the main function of the programming. Alright, as you can see, this is our constants and variable. Alright, number of divisions row of array. Alright, and then we have number of quarters column of array, and then we have cells number of division and number of quarters. So a 2D array storing each division cells per quarter, and then we have total cells store the sum of all cells, and then we have in div and qtr. This means counter used for loops. Alright, so for the program purpose, explain what the program does and prompt the user to enter sales data. Alright, next we are going to input filling to the array. Right, so our input filling to the array will be until n1 over here. So for outer loop goes through divisions, inner loop goes through quarter. Alright, each cells is stored into the array as cells, divisions and quarter. Next, division plus 1 and quarter plus 1 are used so that numbers start from 1. Right, so next we have uh, processing, calculating total sales. Alright, so this is our calculating total sales coding. So another nest loop goes through all element of 2D array. Each element is added to total sales. Right, and then we have the output displaying total sales, and then fix ensure decimal numbers are not in scientific notations. And then we have show point. Show point means show the decimal point even if it's 0.00. And then set precision, round of the output to decimal places. And then we have total sales for all division and quarters. Program ends. So now I'm going to run the program. Alright, so for the division 1 we are going to key in the data given. Alright, so this is the division 1, so we're going to key in this one first. So let me key in how much, 30k, sorry, 30k, and then we have, sorry, 29,500, 29,500. Let me adjust this. Adjust this over so I can look. Then we have 32k. Then we have 28k. Then boom, second quarter. And this time we have 56k and 54. 56k. Then we have 54k. Then we have 41k. And we have 54k. Then goes on 29.7, 29,700k. Then we have 8K 125 900K, and then we have 32. Okay, alright. So after I key in all the division 1, 2, 3 accordingly to the lab sheet, so it shows the total sales for the company are total is 440,100 ringgit. So yeah, this is the output for lab 5 costed 5, I mean sorry, 4. Alright, so now I'm going to present the last one, question 6 of the lab 5. Alright, so design a program to display the total company gross pay you need to pay for to all employees if each employee have differently hour wage as shown in table 1. You need to input the hours work for each employee. You can use the following array initializations. Alright, so let's go to my coding over here. Alright, so this is the coding for the question 6. Alright, as usual, there is a header files, iOS streams for input and output operations. I will main IP for formatting output, and then we have using namespace std. Let us use scene in and see out without std. Alright, we have in main, that is the main functions, and we have the constants row hour, it means number of the employee, so we have 6, I key in 6, and we have cl pay rate, it means number of column in 2D array. 0 equals hour, 1 equals our pay rate. Alright, this is our 2D array initialization that given at the lab sheet. So yeah, this is the values. Then we have variable total pay, so we'll hold the sum of employee gross pay, and then we have the input for the hour work. Alright, so it calculates gross pay for each employee, and then it display readable formats at each employee pays to total gross pay. Alright, and then we have total payout. So yeah, this is the total payout. It display the sum of employee gross pay, and then end of the program, return 0. So right now I'm going to run the program. Alright, so let's enter our work by employee 1. So let's look at employee 1. So for example, let me key in our work by employee 1. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. For example, this guy is 2 hour, 2 hour. Alright, alright. It shows employee 1. So 1 hour times 12 ringgit 85 cents equals to 12 ringgit 85 ringgit. Employee 2, 1 ringgit times 12 ringgit 85 cents equals to 12 ringgit 85 cents. Same goes to employee 3. For example, employee 4, 1 hour times 11.75 is 11 ringgit 75 cents. And then we have employee 5, 2 hours times 11 ringgit 75 cents equals to 23 ringgit 50 cents. And then we have employee 6, 2 hours times 11 ringgit 50 cents equals to 22 ringgit 30 cents. So the total payout for all employees are 96 ringgit 10 cents. Alright, so that's all from me. Thank you.